Hi, Frank from Family Handyman. Today I'm going to show you how to replace a two-handle faucet with a single-handle anti-scalding faucet. Make sure to turn off your main water supply before you start working on this project. So we know there's a pipe going straight up to the faucet head. We're going to be very careful when we cut in this section right here. We're going to cut out a small square out of here. So I've marked off this area that I'm planning on cutting out. Before we start cutting, we have to remove the handle and the trim. So I'm going to use a multi-tool with a grout removing blade to cut into the grout. So I've switched out my grout blade with a tooth blade, and I'm going to now go ahead and cut the cement board. It's very important to be careful when you're cutting near a pipe. So when you're putting pressure on the blade, what you want to do is just push enough pressure on there so that you cut through that cement board, but not push it back far enough so you actually cut into the pipe. So now we have our access to the shower faucet. We're going to double check that we have our water lines coming in from the bottom. I'm going to show you a way to connect the water lines so that is more DIY than doing soldering connections. So now what I want to do is I want to cut our water supply lines so that when we put our fitting down, they're both at the same height. I will cut the first one and then I will mark the second one to make sure that we're even. So now what I'd like to do is I'm going to reuse this piece with the solder, and I know that when I do my push fitting, it's going to go down about 1 inch. So what I'm going to do is measure about 1.25 inches up from the solder joint. So what we're going to do is prep these pipes, the water supply pipes, by deburring the inside and outside, and that's going to make it easier to slide on push fittings. So now when I put my push-on fitting down onto the pipe, I will try to line it up as close to this line as possible, and that way I'll know that the fitting is seated properly. So now I'm trying to figure out where to cut the top pipe in relation to putting the new valve in place. So if we roughly place our faucet where it's supposed to be, and we have a mark here, we're going to cut this 2 inches. What that will do is allow the slip joint to go up, and then we put the faucet into place down at the bottom, and then we will slide the slip joint down and make our connection at the top. So my final cut will more than likely be right at this line right here. I'm going to cut it about halfway, and then I'll recut it for the final. So now it's time to put some pipe compound on the threads. I put my push-on fitting on first because it will still turn even though it's making a good connection, which will help when I drop the faucet down, and this way it's just easier and I can make both connections. We've already made our mark. We're just going to double check it before we do anything else. We're exactly at 2 inches, so our calculations were correct. So I would like to put the slip joint in, and I don't have a lot of clearance here, and I want to make sure this goes up nice and straight. So I'm going to remove the top portion here off the valve. So we're ready to install the slip joint. So I've taken some cement board and I've cut my circle to allow for the valve. So now what I'm going to do is screw in a few places to hold the board, and then we can start tiling. So before I start tiling, what I want to do is run a bead of caulk along the gaps in my access door here. We have our new tile up and it's grouted, and now we're ready to do the finishing trim pieces. So we've wrapped up our project converting a 2-handle faucet to a single-handle anti-scalding faucet. For this and many more projects, come visit us at familyhandyman.com.